Welcome to Call Centre World 2019. I'm joined here by Wendell at the very nice Five9 booth. I'm actually in a slight jungle here. Wendell, how are you doing this morning?
Doing very well. It's day 2 here at the conference, and it's been a very busy event. A lot of good meetings coming into the conference, and it's another great time to be in Berlin.
Well, it's very busy here. In Five9, you've got a lovely booth, prime location. You're one of the main event sponsors. So I wanted to understand from you, what's sort of the main objective in attending it? Because this is a big contact center event for Europe.
Well, we've been involved in this event now. This is the 4th year, and Contact Center World here in Berlin is one of the biggest events we find in the European market. So not only from the exhibitor standpoint, where there are nearly 300 exhibitors, but 8,500 or so attendees, I think they're forecasting this year. So it's a great place to meet up with prospects and customers, partners all over Europe.
And it's, as you said, 8,500 attendees. It's a very focused clientele, isn't it? You know, they're coming here for a specific purpose to look at solutions that are going to change their businesses potentially.
You know, customer experience is at the top of everybody's mind right now, and they are looking for tools, technology, and partners that can help them better serve their clients and keep them as raving fans of their companies.
And Five9's growth, I think it's well documented, has been quite remarkable. How's it progressing in the EMEA territory?
Yeah, this region doubled its business year over year in 2018. We just finished our fiscal year and announced our earnings today. So we're very pleased with how things are growing here. We built out to be ahead of the growth of the market and have data centers that are based in Europe, both in London and Amsterdam, to be able to serve the market here. Customers are moving more and more rapidly to the cloud, and that is getting affirmed by, I think, all the meetings we've had here so far, where it's decidedly moving up market into mid to large enterprise decision makers that wouldn't have even thought about going to the cloud 4 or 5 years ago here.
Well, I was going to say that there is a differentiation in the marketplace geographically, isn't there? Are there different challenges you face in a European market as opposed to the domestic market in the US?
Yeah, there are differences, and I think that in the years I've been in the contact center space, it depends on a 5-year window whether the European customers are following or leading in terms of their acquisition strategies. Back in the 90s when I was working here, Europe was pushing the envelope on integration of computers and desktops more rapidly than US was. Now I think the move to the cloud was more readily adopted in the States. Europe's been a little bit slower to pick that up. But I see momentum swinging, and it's everybody realizing that this is the best way to get to the cloud, to get to data, and to be able to leverage all the other tech that is coming out to support that.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, is why you think we're seeing that shift in a more speedier uptake of cloud now in Europe. And is it leveraging the power of that data? Because I know you pride yourselves on the use of that data and the analytics and the insights that data can yield.
Well, the big idea that is being advocated by Five9, in particular, is that we collect a ton of data on customer interactions for our clients. And having that in a repository that's easy to use and access, the cloud, is the first step for being able to actually monetize that learning and be able to apply it to your business. Once you have the data in the cloud, you can learn how your customers want to interact with you more easily, and you can redesign your interaction strategy to be more effective and efficient. That's how we see artificial intelligence coming into the play, so that customers can learn from those experiences and then apply them to serve their client.
Yeah, ultimately, it's all about improving that experience for the end customer, your customer's customer, and leveraging those emerging technologies to improve that process in terms of contacting a business and resolving an issue is the most important thing.
Absolutely right, and that's what everybody here is investigating for. Having access to the data gives you the tools to to be able to then better serve, and whether it is the desktop application or it is the communication channel, how they work together in concert is what's going to make the difference with your customer experience and how they feel about your company brand.
Oh, brilliant. Well, Wendell, thank you so much for joining me on this brief video. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Well, thank you very much for being here, and I'm sure we're going to have a great time here in Berlin.